Hey guys, so today we are going to be jumping into God Rank Grind number 81. This is the first God Rank Grind with the new UI here, and the last God Rank Grind before the 7th anniversary. So we are currently rank 91. I did start recording this. I believe I was already like in the top 200 or so when I started recording this because, well, that is what I ended up at just by recording normal videos. So just a seemingly dead season. I just think most people are sick of the same teams every match. And it's, you know, it is Daima 80% of the time, at least. And if you guys remember back to when I was talking about the Kid Goku release before we saw what his kit was, I did say I think he was going to be a very important release. And, well, this is why. Because if it wasn't going to be a release that really impacted the game, then we were just going to be stuck with Daima for almost the entirety of May, and that ended up being the case. Yeah, I try to go to the... Still getting used to the new UI here. Okay, so I am using Vegeta Clan. The main reason why I'm using Vegeta Clan is because I just wanted to use something different, not something that everybody uses every single match like Daima. I thought about maybe doing androids. It was between androids or Vegeta Clan, and I decided on Vegeta Clan. The main reason why is because I just wanted to use Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta on a team that wasn't Daima. And also Majin Vegeta, still very, very good. And Vegeta and Trunks, or not Vegeta and Trunks, Future Gohan and Trunks, still very good as well. So pretty good setup here. We do take a bit of a risk in not running an HP buffer, but because of that, this is going to be more of an offensive team where we do a lot more damage, but we take significantly more damage as well. But I think the main reason why we're able to make this work is just because of the succession plus Majin Vegeta gauge that we could leverage to have a defensive mechanic here. So things do go decently. Didn't really have too much issues with this team, which is pretty good considering that Daima is significantly better than every other team in the game. But Majin Vegeta is still exceptionally good. It's crazy, this character now, he came out in October, right? So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, like 7 months ago he came out, and he's still very good. I think every character on this team is very good, but it's just, you know, there's a different level when you start talking about Daima. But let's go ahead and jump in with the Vegeta Clan team, and we'll go through some of the matches. I might not do full commentary on this one just because at this point there really isn't a ton to talk about. We're just kind of sitting here waiting for the anniversary. So yeah, let's go in, and whatever we end up talking about, hopefully we can extend it a little bit, but I doubt I'll be able to do commentary for an hour and 20 minutes or however long this ends up being. Okay, so first match is against somebody in the top 100 running Daima. Everybody's running Daima. The thing about Future Gohan and Trunks is if we get a combo started with Future Gohan and Trunks, they are like one of the few characters that kind of can get through a lot of the disrupt that Daima has. You probably will see this throughout this video with this team in particular. It's just the fact that we have no HP buffer, and I'm just more so banking on the damage. I do probably take a few more risks throughout this video than I usually like to, and it's just because if we're able to get priority more with this team, we can capitalize more off of that because of the damage we do, right? Basically having an extra Z ability in the form of damage as opposed to it being an HP buffer. And the reason why I think that's viable on this team, again, is just because of the uncancelable second life on Future Gohan and Trunks and the Majin Vegeta's gauge right here. So Majin Vegeta, no Zenkai buff. Look how much, like, look at the damage he's doing. Pretty good. All right, this guy does go for the jump. We do have our disrupt go off there. We're about to get our gauge again. I like having the 2 second life mechanics on here because we can just do this, right? We switch out of one of them, and then we just have the other one we can switch into if we need to. The only thing about Future Gohan and Trunks is if you don't have, I guess if you don't have the advantage with them early and switch into Trunks before you die with them, then they aren't getting the permanent damage buff, right? So that could be an issue, but these guys really aren't on the team for specifically damage purposes. They're here for the second life, and also because of their combo potential. This character still has some of the highest combo potential in the game, and then also when we're in with, like, I just go with I'm pretty sure we just one-shot his Majin Do here. Yeah, I was gonna say the blue card damage is pretty crazy when you go into this Super Saiyan Trunks. Just getting rid of Majin Buu there in one blue card is really crazy. We do have our gauge here. I am paralyzed, so I think I probably switch. Right? Yeah, I guess for Armor Break. I actually... Yeah, I mentioned this in one of my videos recently, but we really need to start actually paying attention to the bench characters on this team. This guy, I didn't even look, but I guess this guy has, what, Gohan on the bench here? I guess? Which is a little weird because then he's not getting Z abilities, which might be a reason why his Majin Buu got one-shotted, but yeah. And then we get fainted. Yeah, fantastic. So we got paralyzed, armor braked, then fainted, then ulted. Think about how stupid this is. There's nothing that can compete with this. Like, this is just like, you lose. Trunks actually does live that, which is interesting. We have 2 greens in our hand here. He double weights, which is interesting. There's our gauge. I'm just banking on him having a blast. And of course, the second he uses one, I switch. I'd rather not waste his second life there. His hand is actually pretty bad. Not having a strike is not ideal. Yeah, he's just able to combo forever. You get fainted again here. No, wow, we got lucky, man. You didn't get fainted. Okay, go with the green. No. Oh, we can hit him with the blue now. He jumped. This is probably not going to kill him. Majin Ku's a little bit tougher. Close. Wow, he just goes full animation into normal. And then he goes right away. Yeah, this guy's been changing up his timings the whole match. Pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. Did you guys just see what happened? That's so crazy. He does let me take the indestructible though anyway, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but that's just like so... That is classic Daima team shenanigans right there. Seals the one slot that you're drawing your ultimate into. Ridiculous. Yeah, and then he has another armor break card after tapping me out of the blue card. Like, this is just... You can't make up what happens in this match. You actually cannot make this up. And then I have my blue card still sealed. I'm trying to click it in time. Like, it's just ridiculous. All right, so we get him out of here, and now we just grab our rush with that. Eat this. Yeah, and I believe he still has his main ability left. No, he doesn't. I wasn't. I guess he did not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pressed that. All right. Well, this guy got so lucky in this entire match. Like, it's insane. But we still got him. I think we still have Vegeta's main ability available as well to remove his vanish. All right. Next up is Sun Family, I guess. Yeah, this is just Sun Family. He does have armor break. You guys saw that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on the bench. That is armor break territory right there. There it is. All right, so I think the play here is we just use... Okay, well, I was going to say we just use the Gohan side to get rid of Beast Gohan's Disrupt, and then when we get rid of it, we just go into Trunks. But if he's going to let me just combo him here with Trunks on his green characters, I'll take that. Let me just go back. Oh, we get a Majin Vegeta. I probably, looking back at this, I probably would have stayed in with Future Gohan and Trunks and just leverage the switch. I think I just opted to make him waste his thing there. His... whatever, nullification of the AoE green. Alright, so we get rid of one of those gauge charges. Go back to Future Gohan here, right? No? Interesting. I should have just went to Majin Vegeta right there. All right, I'm doing this to see if I could push him into his disrupts, and then by the time we get to that point, we should be able to either go into Trunks or go to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is a pretty good character in terms of just like being able to continue the combo after getting rid of the disrupt on Beast. Because not only is he drawing a card into more cards, but he's also going to be immune to Beast's cost increase debuff. All right, Majin Vegeta, this is just easy auto counter gauge territory. Just let him take a few hits until he gets the auto counter off. This is fine. Wants to go on to eat this. I'm okay with that. We'll just get rid of the set because remember we already used one. This is the second gauge, so he's only got one more left now. If we get priority here, the best play is just to ult him with Majin Vegeta to get rid of Beast Disrupt at the same time. Yeah, he didn't actually go for an attack there. Interesting. It's obvious he has a green. Yep. Alright, well now someone's in trouble. He's probably going to go back to Super Saiyan 2 here. Yep. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to... Yeah, we drew a strike though. That's unfortunate. If we drew a blast, we probably could have connected it into Majin Vegeta into the ult, but yeah. Now I go to Majin Vegeta. I think I might just main here just to get rid of Beast's thing. Yeah, I do. This is not going to kill Goku, but this is going to get rid of Beast's debuff, or disrupt, or sorry, buff removal. So if we get a rush, which we're very close to, we can just use it. One drag him all the way from the rush. He goes with a strike. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Go into Vegeta. Probably just kill his ultimate there. I'm not sure why he's waiting so long. Yeah, he ended up killing his ult. Now I gotta go back just in case the special beam cannon. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't immediately just launch it. Alright, and now Future Gohan and Trunks are going to get their first life activated here. At this point, this is perfectly fine because we already were able to switch into Trunks, which means we have the permanent damage buff. This also unlocks the long-range blue, and at this point, Beast is so low that a long-range blue will kill him. And then I think the same thing with the other Gohan as well. Yeah. That was supposed to be a quick attack, but the game didn't want me to back up, I guess. We just jump him here and kill him. And we do have a blue on standby there, thanks to Trunks. Cool. He's dead. And now it is just me and God Goku. And when I get my main ability back on this guy, we can just remove his vanish. Damn, he jumped a little bit too early. Just gonna go with... Oh, I went with the strike there. I should have just tapped him and went to Majin Vegeta. Alright, now we go to Majin Vegeta. At this point, we're just going through the motions. This guy has a 0% chance to win this. I do this thinking he wanted his vanish back, but he actually does get his vanish. I remember this. I was like, huh? He probably just barely got it back because God Goku does get vanish back per card, right? But yeah, again, we are just going through the motions here. This guy, there's nothing he can do. Eventually, he's going to have a blast. Okay. This is actually really unfortunate because us having two blues means we can't like use Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's ability to get more cards here. So this kind of actually sucks. I could have tried to drop combo ult there, but I wasn't sure it was going to kill. So I just went with the blue, get rid of his HP restoration, and now we can just LF him. I do remember getting Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's LF a few times in this video, so here's the first time. Still looks crazy good. Remember back to the, I forget which season it was. It might have been the first season that Super Saiyan 4 Goku dropped, and I remember getting like, it was like 7 or 8 Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta LF animations in that video. It was just non-stop Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta LF animations. But yeah, this still looks really good. I think actually in the next match as well, we might have gotten this. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is just so good at finishing off the opponent with the vanish removal. Alright, so here we are with a Future team. Future / powerful opponent, I guess. yellow Goku Black and red Fusion Zamasu. Well, the old red Fusion Zamasu. I guess we have 2 red Fusion Zamasus now. Alright, wouldn't really call this good tanking by yellow Goku Black. Now we can just go into Trunks, and yeah, nice disrupt. 2 greens. I guess we just go to Majin Vegeta, huh? Yeah, drop combo green here. We can do it a second time if we need to. We can do it against Fusion Zamasu if he switches, yeah. So now we can get type neutral off the green. Do I drop combo into this again? Do I size up here into a drop combo? Yeah, I do. Does he get hit by it? Oh, no, he's dead. I just ult him now. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that AoE greens aren't as prevalent in this meta as they have been in recent metas, like when Majin Vegeta was the undisputed king of the game, when God Goku got his unique equip. I think if we do end up getting some kind of AoE green character during the anniversary, people will remember how bad it is, but I really do think there are 2 mechanics in the game that should be looked at, maybe for potentially a blanket, not even just a nerf, but a blanket adjustment to how they work. First one is AoE green cards. I just don't think that they need to exist on the level that they exist. I think what they should do is I think every character in the game should just have a blanket immunity to AoE greens once. So we have characters like Red Daima Goku, LF God Goku, the Gohan side of Future Gohan and Trunks all have like the one-time immunity to AoE greens. I think every character should have that, and then certain characters like those ones I just talked about should have an extra one, so they'd have 2. But that's what they should do. I mean, it's just it's super egregious at this point. AoE greens just have no business being here. And then the second mechanic is paralysis. I think the way paralysis should work, the way I would fix it if I was in charge of this, is I would have paralysis act as a charge system. And what I mean by a charge system is paralysis. If you got paralyzed, you got hit by paralysis once, paralysis is gone, right? Because the way it works right now, this guy's just getting mopped. The way it works right now is paralysis will just be a debuff on your character for, what is it, like 20 counts until it goes away. And at any point within that 20 count time span, unless you remove it through abnormal condition cancellation or whatever it is, you can get hit at any point by paralysis. But the way it should work is as long as you have paralysis and you get paralyzed, it gets removed. But the way that they can, I guess, kind of make it a little bit closer to the way it is right now is you can have it applied multiple times. Here's another Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta LF. So let's just say Majin Ku paralyzes you, but then he paralyzes you again. And so then you'll see on your buff bar, there's going to be a 2 on the paralysis icon, on like the bottom corner or something. There's like a little 2 there. So that means you could get hit by paralysis once, it'll remove one of the 2 charges, and then you'll have still 1 more left, and then it can activate a second time. But if you get hit by paralysis 1 time, it really should just be once it activates, it's gone. Right? You shouldn't be able to be in, you shouldn't be forced to be in a situation where you're paralyzed and like there's just a world where you literally have nothing to do. Like you get paralyzed once, twice, 3 times, 4 times in a row, and you literally can't play the game. Like that should not be even a possibility. All right, Daima. this was a fun God rank grind, man. Yep. Daima. So the goal against Daima with the team I'm using is we just have Majin Vegeta one-shot Majin Ku with a lock-in. That's what we're looking for here. Okay, he does go to Majin Ku there. We do not have yeah, we get paralyzed. Yep, we get paralyzed. See, that shouldn't be possible right there. You should get paralyzed the first time and then it should just go away. You shouldn't have a chance of getting paralyzed the second time until he activates it again. Until he applies paralysis for a second time. I think I'd probably just stay here. Yeah, I'm with Majin Vegeta. Just get the disrupt off. I'm not sure what he went to do. That makes no sense. Drops. Second tap. Yeah. This one is a little laggy, you could tell. Interesting. Close range projectile blue. You tackle here or what? No, just back up. Yeah, the reason I back up there is because it's laggy. If it wasn't laggy, I probably would be a little bit more aggressive here. The reason why I went for the blue there is just to grab a green card. When Majin Vegeta has his full gauge and you use a blue card, he does draw a green, which is pretty crazy. There's not a ton I can really do. I just got to go right away with a blast here. It's really not a great idea, but we have no other choice. All right, now we go to you. He goes back to do in a sec. Yep. We've done this song and dance a million times now. Just want to grab the Dragon Ball with that strike. Another one. Okay. You back up here, go to Majin Vegeta. Wait for the jump. Yep. I think I just rush here. Yeah. I'm like banking that he goes on to Q, but if he doesn't, it's not a huge deal. Let's look at this damage in. Future Gohan and Trunks are categorized as more of a blast character, and they are built that way, just in terms of their stats, their stat structure. But this team is clearly more of a strike team, so I did build them more strike oriented. They're a character that can actually, you know what? They might be a character that actually has more strike attack, but they are a blast character, kind of like the OG, not OG, the like I guess the newer a purple cell is classified as a range type, but he actually has higher strike attack. I think that actually is what Future Gohan and Trunks are as well. Like they are a range type, but they actually might have slightly higher strike stats. So it really doesn't matter if you build them as a strike character, which clearly works because we're doing it here. Yeah, look at that. Do we just get? No, we can't now. Yeah, okay, we go to him just in case we get fainted, because if Vegeta gets fainted, he can rush me. And we do get fainted, of course. So he gets the paralysis into the feint. Fantastic. and then he green cards to draw the ult and then ults me. Do we survive this? We barely do, and then we can heal. Yep. We can heal again. Yeah, look at that. We just healed like 2/3 of our HP back. Mid-range strike. Okay. I think we have cover null up here too because we filled the gauge up. Yep. That's a lot of damage. We go to Majin Vegeta here. Yeah, look at that. That's one strike. Oh, we go to Super Saiyan 3. Okay, that makes sense. And we just hit him with the blue. Yeah, we are doing a ton of damage to this guy. That's his indestructible gun. Okay, and now we go to Majin Vegeta, and that's GG because we can just lock him in and kill him. Goodbye, Goku. Yeah, this guy ain't winning without Goku, so we can kind of wrap this one up. I could literally stand here for the next 73 counts straight, and I probably wouldn't lose. All right, now we just have Ku. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I only really do that, and I only really BM people if not only if they're using Daima like this, like the cancer version of Daima with Ku and Do, but also if they are like fainting and paralyzing and stuff like that, which this guy did do. So yeah, I have no shame. No shame in BMing this guy for using Ku and Do and paralyzing and fainting. Yeah, the second feint, yep, classic. Second feint. We destroy some Dragon Balls there. At this point, I am kind of just waiting for him to go for a blast. I think I end up just killing this guy with like... I might be Future Gohan and Trunks. I just end up killing him with like a strike or something here, but... You gotta make sure, when you go up against Cancer Daima, you gotta make sure that if they're fainting you and paralyzing you, you gotta BM them before you like LF them or something. It's a rule of PvP. You must do that. I'm actually really surprised this guy's even playing this out. This guy has -% chance to win this. I've also done like quadruple his damage or something. Alright, so we're gonna hit him with a blue and he's dead. Alright, rip Bozo. Alright, next we have... I don't know. Rose on movies, I guess. Interesting. I would still say Rose is pretty underrated. I don't really even put too much stock in my own top 10 lists, really. But I am surprised to see many people, like, the top 10 list that I put out last time, the number 1 spot that people were most up in arms about was Rosé being number 10. I don't see how that's even, like, why is that the point of contention? I don't get it. This Rosé is very good, especially against Daima. Right, I mean, he's like one of the only characters in the game that can consistently combo against Daima. Future Gohan and Trunks is another one. Majin Vegeta could be another one, depending on if you have green cards. Was trying to see if he's going to go for a second tackle there, but he did not. Let's go to Majin Vegeta here. This is a team where, like, we touch this guy one time and just we have so much power behind our punches that he's not running Daima, he's dead. Okay, here we go. Off to the races. Let's go. What does this guy do from this point? He's got to use Beast Disrupt. Yeah, he actually does. He does realize he needs to use that there. And just smack him with this. There's the second Disrupt. So we've used both of his Disrupts at this point. Now we're just going to kill him next time we hit him with something. This guy floats up from full screen, huh? Okay. Now we just use Vegeta's Disrupt here. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we already used it. Just trying to get him to use a strike. Alright, well, he's dead. Goodbye. I guess we just go into... I'm trying to remember at this point if Future Gohan and Trunks has their tag switch gauge. I don't think so. I'm actually kind of surprised that at this point we have no way of seeing from standby if a tag switch gauge is ready to be used or not. We can see the unique gauge, right? There's a little icon for that. We can see cover null if that's up or not, but we can't see the status of the tag switch gauge. I don't know. I feel like that's something that should show on standby at this point. There's too many tag characters now. I don't want to just immediately use the ultimate here because there's a chance he could just use his ultimate or he could have a rush. So I opted just to go for Vegeta. If we went for a strike there and he would have rushed me, we still have our second life, so I felt more comfortable doing it with this guy. And I'm going to switch just in case he has a rush, and he did not, it looks like, but he's still dead here. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. This is Daima, but it's Daima without Ku and Do. For whatever reason, he has no equipment on his Ku and Do, so this is not going to be too bad, hopefully. I mean, I feel like most people share the sentiment, but I don't particularly have an issue with Daima if it's not Ku and Do on the team. Like this Daima team, I wouldn't really mind fighting as much, right? Over and over and over again. If you're gonna have a Daima team that you must fight over and over and over again like a billion times, I'd rather it be this than this with Ku and Do, right? I think I drop here with the green, yeah. Go to Vegeta here just to draw a card guaranteed. Alright, we're just waiting for a green card now. Doing some pretty good damage to this Goku here, even though we have type disadvantage. We get the bleed on him as well. Notice how our sub counts are not going down. We have reached that limit at this point. Alright, now they're going down. This should pop our thing, I think. Yeah, it did. Look at that. 2 blues, both have Dragon Balls on them. Nice, dude. I think I just used the blue here. No, I don't. I probably should have. This guy just goes full screen non-stop. Let's get rid of this immunity here. Okay. The game didn't let me swipe. Oh yeah, I remember that. You are washed. So that text from Truth. I'm actually really glad that's in this. That text from Truth. So I was recording this, and this was when the leaks happened. I was recording this and I wasn't paying attention to anything because I usually have do not disturb mode on my phone when I'm recording. I guess for this one, for whatever reason, I forgot to put it on, I guess. But he, yeah, you are washed. Because that was right when the leaks dropped, and I guess I didn't see it because I was too busy recording with do not disturb mode on. I didn't see that the leaks happened yet. That is a very nice text to have up there. That is iconic. All right, he goes back. Dude, we are just this. You know what this fight is? This is like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta versus Goma, where Vegeta is just absolutely just pummeling the utter hell out of Goma, but Goma just keeps healing. That's what this is. How much damage have we done to this guy? All right, he's dead. Still don't have a rush yet, somehow. Even though I've been comboing this guy the whole time. All right, he just rushed, so I don't need to be careful of the next rush. Now we rush. At this point in this fight, if this rush goes through, which it does, yeah, we've probably done 25-30 million damage to this guy already in this fight. We've done a lot to this guy. 10.6, yeah, because his type neutral has ran out. Is that a mid-range strike? All right, well, we just lock him in and kill him now. Sayonara. All right, goodbye. All right, I think we'll do a few more here, and then I think we're probably good. This guy's very highly ranked. What is that? I can't even really see. It's way too small on my screen. It's like this guy's like 13 or 15. Running Tree of Might Goku. Got to give this guy props for this. This is an unconventional team. Not that Tree of Might Goku is not good, but he's not keeping up with like the big dogs at this point, right? It looks like this guy uses Tree of Might Goku the same way that I do, which is I like to get him down below half HP just to get the most value out of his gauge and then like kind of swap him out. All right, we'll just start banging him around with Vegeta. Get some damage in to God Goku. Go right away. He does dodge. Okay. Beast. We're just going to go back to Vegeta when we can. Yep. Yeah, remember, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is lowering sub counts when he enters, so that does help Majin Vegeta come back in and just disrupt. We already got... Wow, that's crazy. We popped his disrupt with just the blue. Yeah, you're not going to get that with me a second time. Unfortunately, we can't main against this guy, because if we main and then... Actually, wait. Oh, no. You know what I did? I misplayed... I think I misremembered what this Tree of Might Goku was doing, and actually, yeah, I probably just misplayed like 100 times against him in this fight, because Majin Vegeta locks on ultimate, right? He doesn't lock on main. And what I was thinking to myself is, because Tree of Might Goku has an anti-no switching mechanic. Tree of Might Goku removes your ki by 100 when he gets inflicted with no switching. So technically right here, I could lock him in and kill him, but I'm thinking in my head to myself, if I use the lock-in now, he's going to reduce my ki by 100. I'm not going to be able to use the ultimate. But Majin Vegeta locks in on the ultimate activating. So I actually could have... I had plenty of opportunities in this match to lock him in and kill him, but I misremembered how Majin Vegeta worked with the no switching. So that is certainly a misplay on my part, but it's fine. Yeah, we just go to Vegeta for this because this guy's going to heal. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. That's a lot of damage. I could have rushed him right there. I don't know why he did that. All right, we have cover null here. And now we just go back to Future Gohan. We just go back to Future Gohan. We just go back to Future Gohan. And now we go to Majin Vegeta. Probably should have went to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta there. I think the reason why I didn't is because I'm just trying to be a little bit more conservative with my vanishes. Get rid of the nullification there. He does go for a rush for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Just wasted his rush for no reason. Goodbye to you. You're out of there. And now we just play the waiting game. I mean, he's going to have a tough time here. Yep. Now we go to Majin Vegeta. Actually, we don't even need to. Yeah. Okay, now we just main, right? I mean, what does he do? Pretty easy. Props to that guy for running a different team, though. That's cool. Sell on hybrids. Yeah, this guy's going to the triple armor break setup. I think we'll make this the final video, or the final fight in this video. I don't really feel the need to continue talking about nothing for the next 40 minutes, so I'll just let things play out after this. But I do think Vegeta Clan actually is in a very good spot. If we looked at like Vegeta Clan last year going into the 6th anniversary, you definitely couldn't have said the same thing, right? I think Vegeta Clan has kind of always been this team up until, I would say, the beginning of this year has always kind of been like a mid-tier team. Not bad, but not great. Now, I actually think Vegeta Clan is a pretty great team. It is solid. Like, we also have characters like Super Trunks that you could throw on this team, and Super Trunks is a very competent character, good disruption character. Could throw him on here, but I think if I'm going to build a team with Super Trunks on it, I would opt to go for a different path, because this is more of an offensive team, whereas if you want to use Super Trunks, I think leveraging his defensive capabilities is a better choice. All right, yeah, look at this. Just absolutely bone-shattering damage against Beast by Super Saiyan 3, but 2 strikes is like almost his whole HP bar. It's crazy. Jump with Future Gohan and Trunks. Future Gohan and Trunks doing a lot of damage as well. All right, now we go back to you, Gohan. And I probably should have just popped this with the Trunks, but I was hoping we would draw more we would draw more blasts with Majin Vegeta. I am doing this to get rid of the first life and at the same time remove Beast buff removal. I think this is probably good value from this. So we get rid of number 1 endurance, we get rid of the buff removal, and we do a ton of AoE damage. I think it's worth it. All right, now we just tap here. Trying to get around this gauge because we have no blasts. We got tackle here. No? Oh, he goes for this whole... Alright, well, that's probably going to do it. I don't see how this guy really makes a comeback from this point. You guys can let me know what you think of the Vegeta Clan team. The next God Rank Grind video will be using the 7th anniversary characters. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And we have a lot of fights left still, so stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.
置いてろ。行くぞ。
ベジータさん、ドアかけてマックスドアかけそろそろ決めさせてもらうぜ。俺がやる。
久しぶりだぜ、こんなに体が騒ぐのは。死ぬ。俺はカカロットを超えたのだ。
ベジータさん、会えて嬉しいです。
弱いらん。ごはん邪魔だ。くそ。じゃあな。邪魔だ。カカロット、そろそろ俺の番。
任せてください。絶対に倒してやる。あねえぞ。僕もやります。
置いてのトランクス。変われか。じゃあな。 行くぞ。
俺が行く。嘘だ。
ザクは引っ込んだ。
俺も行くぞ。
今度は俺の番だ。
行きます。
そろそろ終わりにすると。させてやる。バカだ。僕もやり。ご飯さんの敵を取ってみせる。やまった。俺からさ。死ね。久しぶりだぜ。こんなに体が騒ぐのを殺してやる。こいつを受けてみろ。俺はカカロットを超えたのだ。
トランクス、俺に任せろ。
わかりました。
任せてください。俺がやる。
じゃあな。
やるな。だが俺の勝ちだな。
久しぶりに楽しめたぜ。
の成果を見せるぞ。
トランクス頑張ります。
年上だからって油断してると気にはさせない。
僕が出ます。山田下がってろ。いや行くぞ。邪魔だ。僕もやります。はっ絶対に倒してやる。いや無駄にしすぎだ。やりましたね、ゴマさん。
トランクスもよく頑張った。お前たち人造人間が
この程度か。下がれ。おい。やっやっまずは私が見ている。じゃあ僕が出ます。お前の相手はこの私だ。久しぶりだぜ。こんなに体が騒ぐの。殺してやる。これが俺と貴様の力の差だ。
行くぞ。出すんなよ。
はい、今度は俺の山だ。
あとは
そこだ。行くぞ。山田だ。行くぞ。
交代だ。
ごはん邪魔だ。
これならどうだ。
今度は行くぞ。くだらん。死ね。
交代だ。変わります。
今度行くぞ。行くぞ。
そんなダメだ。絶対に倒してやる。
山田行くぞ。これで終わりだ。死ぬ。
行きます。絶対に許さない。
もっともっと強くなります。
行くぞ。油断すんなよ。はい。
行くぞ。
そうはさせるか。
からは逃げろ。じゃあな。
僕が藤田さんでは変わりますだ絶対に倒してやる。
遅いぞ。おいてのトランクス。じゃあな。任せろ。じゃあな。そんなダメだ。まだまだこれからだ。殺してやる。こいつを受けてみろ。
いきます。僕もやるね。強くなったなトランクス。
ごはんさんのおかげですよ。これからも修行をつけてください。
行くぞ。出すんなよ。
はい。変わります。絶対に倒してやる。
俺がやる。
お返しだ。
ご飯終わった。じゃあな。いい気分だぜ。
父さんですよね。本気で行くぞ。うるさいからって甘く見るんじゃねえか。ほら、やお待たせしました。
行くぞ。やっ。ザクはもらった。死ね。邪魔だ。
これならどうだ。
任せろ。
僕が出ます。
行くぞ。
絶対に倒してやる。
れ
まだまだこれからだ。殺してやる。うわこいつを受けてみろ。
了解だ。俺がいた。強くなったなトランクス。
ご飯さんのおかげですよ。これからも修行をつけてください。
お前たち人造人間がいくら現れた。ほら
ご飯
俺にやら
ここだ。
ベジータさん。これでもここで倒す。やれやれ。ただメガメ
任せてください。絶対に倒してやる。行くぞ。
手伝ってやるか。
隙だらけだ。見えるんだ。
この程度か。遅い。
任せろ。
ご飯さん。嘘だ。
くだらつや
僕もやります。ご飯さんの敵を取ってみせる。絶対に倒してやる。ご飯さんのおかげで勝てましたよ。
トランクス、まずは俺に任せろ。
わかりました。
ご飯邪魔だ今度は
藤田さん、
じゃあ
ここで倒す。メハメ。
任せて、絶対に倒してやる。
置いてのトランクスこいつを食らじゃあ
そんなダメだ。
久しぶりだぜ。こんなに体が騒ぐ。殺してやる。一応受けてみろ。邪魔だ。ザクはひもらった。じゃあな、決着をつけるぞ。今度は俺の番。させてやる。サイヤ人の俺様には通用せんぞ。決めるぞ。 相手が悪かったな。